You didn't hit.
Ah, shit.
Hey everyone, love and light. It's Jeff here,
And it's Shaleia. Welcome back to our channel.
and today we're gonna talk about love and light. Love and light is bullshit. Shaleia, why would we say that?
Well, because there is an element of truth to it, you
Love and
know?
light, bro.
Well, okay.
Peace and love, dude.
So what we're talking about is deeper than just like, you know, tagging love and light at the end of a conversation. You
It's
know?
about an idealism or a way of being.
And this is rampant in the spiritual community.
In the hippie community.
Right.
And pretty much in a lot of places.
Yeah,
you know,
this is not just like the twin flame community that makes this mistake.
Right.
But it's something that's like everywhere, and we both have experienced like both sides of this equation, and we just want to share with you, you know, our thoughts and feelings on it, and how to remedy this situation of seeing the love and light in everyone. And of course that's the deeper spiritual truth, okay? Yeah. We're not saying turn a blind eye to that. No, that is the truth. But about having really good boundaries on people who take from you. People who need to have boundaries on them, but you're so focused on the potentiality of this person. I was so awful. I was a poster child for this. I dated so many men in the past where it's like, oh, but I can see their potential. I can see that they're going to change. Like, you know, I mean, I was with two different men for like 2 years, just waiting for them to change into who I could see, spiritually see, that they could be and that they are. But what I was refusing to see myself was that they were showing me precisely what they were choosing based off of their present and current choices. They're like, sure, honey, you can see this side of me, this love and light, and, you know, this pure side of me, and this, you know, this opportunity for growth here. But
and here's the thing they're quietly saying, and I'm going to use that to get free stuff from you without actually having earned any of it.
Yeah, I was so guilty for just letting myself be walked on like that. And I just kept thinking, like, well, someone has to hold the space for love, you know, for them, and someone has to hold the space for them to grow. And, you know, it's like I had to take it upon myself. Right, but they do. And then finally, I just got burned so many times. So I was like, I can't afford to be burned anymore. And I realized that, you know, each person is showing me where they're at face value now. Not tomorrow, not whatever, not years from now. No, like right now in this instant, they're showing me, you know who was, oh gosh, here's a good story. I'll tell you guys. The worst person, the longest relationship I ever had with anyone where I clung to for hope that they would change into the man I thought that they are and were going to be and could be and would save our relationship is my father. I had 30 years of a relationship with this man hoping that he would choose me, that he would change, that he would choose me. Never, ever. I had so many opportunities, counseling, crying on the phone, letters, like expensive presents at Christmas and birthdays that I would give, right? And just hoping that he would actually want to have a relationship with me, like a real relationship, not like call you on the phone, talk about surface crap, you know, the weather and how's your boyfriend, and, you know, what's new in your life. Like actually having a real relationship with me, and
not just going through the motions of it.
Oh my God, that's why I like attracted, you know, my past lovers. They were just exactly like that, and then they used it to get shit from me, like you know, my attention, my resources, my
love and affection.
Yeah, sex, all of that, right? And then I finally, you know, with the help of Jeff, like one day I said, you know, it was actually, yeah, it was just after around my 30th birthday, I was like, he's not gonna change, is he? Like, I'm considering, you know, I'm now at a point in my life where thinking about children, you know, moving into, you know, as you move into your 30s, this is a natural thing to think about, right? Like, am I gonna have kids? Maybe I will have kids. And I just kept thinking, like, I just kept coming up, like, I do not feel comfortable with my child being around my dad. Like, it's just, it's not going to be good. It's not going to feel good. And I'm going to have to watch my child go through the pain of not having the grandfather that they desire, that I have with my father, wishing that I had the father that I, you know.
When we imagined
God.
inviting our child around them, her father, we would never imagine it that our child could be there unsupervised by us.
Right.
And then in that moment we kind of realized there's something really wrong with this idea.
Right, and our kid would pick up the programming, you know, that we were healing, and it's like, no. I am not going to wait, and I am also not going to believe that my child is going to be the one that changes my dad. Oh, no.
Don't put that on your kid.
He's not gonna change. None of these people you can change. You do not have that power. You do not have that control. Only yourself do you have that power and that control. It is against spiritual law to change anyone. You can hope and wish and pray all you want, but at the end of the day, you're still trying to control. What a person shows you is who they are right now, and they are not going to change unless they want to. And if you're waiting for that day, not only are you going to be waiting a long time, but you're not choosing to love yourself by setting an appropriate boundary. You know, it's like that classic fable of the scorpion that's on the swan's back, and Scorpion's like, I promise I won't sting you. I need to get to the other side of the pond. And this one's like, you know, all love and light. Okay, Mr. Scorpion, I'll take you. You're not gonna sting me, are you? No, I'm not gonna sting you. And then halfway through, the freaking scorpion stings the swan. The swan's like dying. He's like, I thought you weren't going to. The scorpion's like, it's in my nature. It's who I am, because it's who they're choosing to be. And you can see, that swan could see, that damn little thing has a stinger full of poison. I could potentially die.
So you don't need to invite the scorpion to ride your back.
Right.
Because it needs something to help get across the way.
Or just using the swan like a little bastard. You know?
And unless you have developed this long-standing relationship of trust and respect with a scorpion, and you have some way to prevent it from stinging you, don't let it on your back.
Right.
Don't invite that in. It's like having a bum on the street, and you let him in your house for a shower and some food, and you know, oh, thank you. They'll give you a nice big toothless grin, but at the end of the day, they're gonna keep doing the thing that brought them back onto the street until they make a new choice. They're not waiting for a hand up. They're not waiting for a hand up so that they can, oh yeah, you've heard the stories where the bum gets a bunch of money and they get a house and they get a job, but guess what? You didn't check in with them a few years later. Maybe they made a new choice, but most likely they kept the same choice, and you just reinforce the cycle of neediness. They need to choose for themselves to take care of themselves.
Yes.
It's not because of a lack of opportunity, it's because of a lack of choice within.
Well, that they're choosing, right?
Right, they're choosing to do that. They're choosing to experience that, and there's nothing you can do to help them other than live in your good. You're not going to invite enough bums in your house to end, you know, their homelessness and poverty. You're just going to make your house really stinky and poor and use up your resources and have a lot of toothless grins thrown at you until you learn, hey, that bum will figure it out for themselves. I'd rather have wonderful people who give back to me.
God is with them too, okay? You don't have to be this, you're not the savior.
That's it, right? You're not the love and light. God is. God's with them.
Yeah.
You really want bums trekking up your carpet? No, you just say no. No thank you, goodbye, take care of yourself.
What if you have children in your home? I mean, that's rather unsafe.
You're a child inside of you, in your home.
That too, yeah.
Don't burn yourself out. It's not love and light. When you have a boundary,
That's
then
love
you
and
can
light.
experience the love from your boundary.
Right, and you're shining the light of awareness, of divine wisdom. Okay? And that's the most important thing that you could bequeath to anyone. But it's not your job for them to understand that. Just it's your job to love yourself and know that you're teaching others and you're role modeling about how to do that, how to master spiritually yourself in this area. That's the love and the light, not being taken advantage of.
You think it's all love and light, right? Go take your clothes off in the middle of winter in a northern country and see how long you last. It's not that. You must wear a warm jacket. That's your boundary against the cold that protects you so you can be in that place. And you're not going to stay out there all forever. Oh, love and light, I got my coat, see? No, you go back into your warm house with the fire that you built, right? You take care of yourself. You love yourself. You put up the boundary. And you live from that place.
Yeah.
Identifying and recognizing the environment that you're in and the relationships you're inviting. Right? Be honest with what you've got going on. Be honest with your relationships, with everything. And be honest with your relationship with yourself.
When you do this, this is going to really help clear a substantial block in your harmonious twin flame union. Because if you don't have this boundary already set in place, you're just going to experience so many upsets around this particular issue with your twin flame. If you're not already experiencing that, you know, being taken advantage of in some area.
Oh, love and light, you can be with my twin flame instead. Oh, love and light, you can marry them. Oh, I just don't want to get in the way of her and her spiritual journey, or him and his spiritual...
Right.
That's your man, or that's your woman, right? Get that other person out the way. That's love and light, right?
Yeah.
That's divinity, that's love, and saying, no honey, that's not your partner.
Yeah.
That's mine, go find your own.
There's only...
Sorry, I don't care that you got a wedding ring on your finger. I don't care how many who's what's. That's not your ultimate lover, that's mine, and that's true love, right?
If your twin flame union is a castle, you're the motherfucking queen. Yeah, you're the queen, and he's the king, or vice versa, or whatever it is you're asking. You know what I'm trying to say, okay? So there's no room for a second-rate version of yourself to be with your twin flame, because, you know, like, I'm the queen in this castle, and there is no one else that can come through our walls. I'm sitting on the throne next to my king, and that is that.
Ain't no other queen gonna come usurp the throne.
No, and if they try, I mean, it's not gonna be comfortable for them.
It'd be laughable.
You know,
It really would.
but once again, like, love and light, have a boundary. You know, sorry woman, you know, sorry server that is clearly eyeballing my man. I'm going to dominate the conversation at the table.
I'm gonna stand in your way, and you ain't getting by.
Right.
Because that's not yours.
Right. And it's not like I have to monitor, you know, Jeff. Jeff can handle himself just fine.
But she's not picking up a chair and beating the woman over the head and saying, "You get out the way!"
No, a feather will do it.
Right?
Okay, a feather. But this is my point about the whole, once again, the whole love and light thing. That's how I personally address that issue of, you know, if there's another person that's in a relationship. Or, you know, even the fact that being taken advantage of by your twin flame. You know, like, are you constantly submitting to having sex with them because it feels good and it's all love and light, but yet you're not committing, you're not getting a commitment from them, even though that's what you really want. It's actually what you both really want. But if you're giving away the milk, the goods, well, they're never going to want the whole cow. You're not, you know, like...
You're not asking for a responsible relationship. You're
right.
letting by with just a little squish of milk, and then that's
That's letting a little boy take advantage of you. And this is about you calling forth the man or the woman in your twin flame. And
that's like handing the glass of milk when really he needs to come and run the farm.
Yeah.
You just don't do that if you want someone running the farm.
Yeah.
You want to run the farm alone? Enjoy. You want someone to run the whole farm with you? Well, make them run the farm before you give them the milk.
Right, like true partnership, right? Like,
exactly.
Buddy, partner with me in life, and then we can have it all.
Exactly. That's it. That partner with me, and then we can have it all. Beautifully put, Shaleia.
Well, It's all God.
Well, thanks so much for joining us in this video. If you liked what you saw, like the video, comment and tell us what you thought, and subscribe to our channel. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and if you want more of our Twin Flame resources, check out the box below. There are links to our website and other resources we share.
Alright, sounds good. We'll see you in another video, guys. Love and light.